So I'm glad this is ingrained into y'all's minds, into your schedules. Time is something that we're going to talk about today quite a bit. So that's actually the subject today. But as we get started, we do have to begin today on a little bit of a sad note.
A little bit.
A lot of it, right? And
we had a wonderful agent of ours for many, many years that lost her battle with cancer. And as a part of our KW culture, this is something that we always do to honor our agents if we lose them. Tina, she was very special to me. And she was very special to many of us. Many of you maybe don't know her because she was, as we say, one of the old timers. I just want you to know that she was a fabulous lady. I had the opportunity to meet with her on a weekly basis from 2017 till approximately 2019. She was fantastic mom, fantastic wife, always did the right thing. She was an excellent grandma and lived for her grandkids. She was also a lover of wine and good real estate, along with playing a bunco with a lot of her friends in the Fulshire area. So Tina actually put up an excellent fight with cancer. And she actually made a recovery a year ago, and everything was looking great until pancreatic cancer caught up with her again, and she lost her battle in the month of May 19th, and she passed away peacefully, surrounded by her family. So if you don't mind, I would just like to take a minute of a quiet time in her honor. Thank you. We can find celebration of life arrangements if you're planning on attending on a social media. All of the information has been posted over there. So thank you. All right, Nimesh.
Thanks, Yana. Appreciate it. You know, and as we celebrate her, and this was kind of in an intentional order because we know what brings the energy down, and it's definitely a sad moment. Yet celebrating her and everything we've known about her, we will transition into which is supposed to be our bucket fills. So we'd love to hear some good stuff there. All right, get the bowl. Yes. As you can see, we kind of somewhat fall apart when Barbara is unavailable. Yes.
And a prayer for a quick recovery because we need.
And I think technically this is the third day, that's why I was joking this morning that I actually think maybe she's like, hey, this time off thing isn't so bad. She's probably sitting in the back with some sunglasses on and doing her gardening and like, guys, I'm not well again for another day.
Yeah. I had a wonderful time, a wonderful experience at Home Depot on Saturday. After my open house, I was kind of tired, although it was good. And there was a long queue in front of me, and I got to the lady that was doing, at the till. And she, when I finished with her, I said, "Thank you so much. You've been so kind." And she looked at me and she started to cry. I said, "Why are you crying?" She said, "Because you're the first person that's been so kind to me today. Everybody's been so horrible." So that reminded me that we must always, no matter how bad our day is, we should always be kind and caring to other people and be compassionate. So
love it.
All right. Any other bucket fills? There's always something or somebody to be grateful for. All right, Liska.
I shared a few weeks ago that my son was going on a field trip, and he's coming home today, but they've had a great time. He went to DC and to New York, and he's only in the 8th grade. Well, he's going to the 9th grade, and I think it's important for kids to be able to explore. And, it was hard for me, but I'm glad that I allowed him to have that independence. So I just wanted to share that.
That's so awesome.
All right. Who else? New listings, baby, divorce, new house.
My son graduated high school Saturday.
All right, we have one online. Say that again.
I said my son graduated high school on Saturday.
Yeah.
Attended Texas State.
Congratulations.
Linda's hand went up really fast. I would be worried, Mike.
I know. We've got a couple of new listings. One is it's 1902 Rose Bay. It's zoned to Clements, Fort Settlement, and Colony Meadows. So it just went on the market last week. And then yesterday we put a house on the market in Flamingo Island, 95 Flamingo Bay. So if anybody's have clients looking for a waterfront home, come
Yeah.
see us. They're actually going to leave their boat with the house. So it's,
Oh.
yeah.
Buy a
ready
house,
to
get a
go.
boat free.
And then we're getting ready to list a home in the Heights. Just put it on coming soon this morning.
Okay.
So
All right. Look at the day team all day, every day.
Awesome. Any other coming soon listings we should know about? All right, we have one over here.
So I have a listing. It's in University, so it's 5 minutes away from U of H, the medical center. And it's four. One is already built, three, the lot, so you can pick the designs on the inside. So just let me know. It's really, really a hot area right now. So
Mm, love it. Awesome. Anybody else?
Anybody else? Gratitude? New listing? Anything? All right, we have one more over there.
No, wait, it's got it. Nobody online can hear you.
Oh, gotcha. My name's Rhonda. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I work full time. So I've been with y'all for a while, but this week I was able to start working 4 days. So I can come every Wednesday.
All right.
So this little train is getting on track.
love
All right, I think we should do one more thing. If this is your first team meeting, would you mind to stand up and introduce yourself to the rest of the group? Let's start over here.
Hello, my name is Justin Pies. It's my first time in real estate. I'm 21 years old.
All right.
Still in college, so this is a very exciting journey for me, and I'm really excited to meet you all.
Awesome. Very happy to have you. So,
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm his mom. I got my license when I was his age.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm going back again.
that is awesome. Good job. That is awesome. Look at that. Mother-son combo. Anybody else, first-timers?
Oh, we have one in the back. All right, let me run to you. I'm getting my workout for
You are
today.
getting your steps in.
Hi, good morning. My name is Ejike Ezekwe, and this is my first team meeting. I'm excited to see you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you having you here. Welcome in. And some of my people from yesterday's class.
All right,
This is
we
awesome.
good? Going once? Going twice? Nimesh, moving on.
All right, let's go. All right, some upcoming events really quickly. Today we do have a vacant land class. We'll talk about all of this here in a second. Remind to command marketing. That's going to be pretty cool. And then, of course, do not forget that we have our family night for the Sugar Land Space Cowboys and then a Canva class coming up. So let's get into this. All right. Remind to command marketing. Riley or Norman, you want to say anything or we're good? 9:30 Thursday? Okay, quickly, come on. Well, come up here real quick. Come up here real quick. Yes. All right. What do you like to say about this?
So for this event, I'm teaching y'all Remind, and then once we get the data from Remind, we are going to learn how to put it into Facebook for meta advertising. So not only can you do geographical farming, but you can do social farming as well. So anytime your potential clients open up Instagram or Facebook, they will see your face in addition to getting mailers from you. And yeah, and then Norman's going to take over.
So the second half of that, I'm going to take you into command and we're going to put those people those contacts in your command contact database. And then we're going to go ahead and add them to a smart plan. Okay. And we'll build from there on other classes. So don't miss it. It's tomorrow. Starts at 9:30. Be here early so you can get logged in. Don't walk in 30 minutes late and expect us to go backwards and help you again to get logged in.
Throwing the hammer down.
Thank you.
I'm putting the hammer down because it happens so much. Come in early. You're an agent. You're an adult. Let's get prepared. Okay, you like it? You like it?
Dang, Norman's got this like whip going now. It's awesome.
You guys,
Oh,
9:30 tomorrow.
see you again. Thank you guys. All right. And a reminder again that tomorrow is our annual Keller Williams Southwest Family Night at the Sugar Land Space Cowboys. Norman, you want to move that real quick because the QR code may not work. Yes. Everybody is welcome to tickets. We do have a handful of tickets left. I think Laura said about 50 left. So if you haven't grabbed your tickets, every agent has access up to 4 until we run out. I think there might be some parking passes left as well. You can utilize this QR code if you do not have your tickets already to go ahead and register for it, and then you can grab your tickets at the front desk with Laura. Okay? Those are there. Again, the game is tomorrow at 7:05. Would love to have everybody out there in your red t-shirts or Keller Williams Southwest t-shirts if you have. There are some t-shirts at the front, but I think we only have big sizes left for now. We do need to order some more. But again, if y'all have any more questions on this, feel free to reach out to somebody from the leadership team. Again, guys, this is for everyone. It's a event that we like to put together just to hang out and have some fun. All right, so we'd love to see y'all out there. Cool. All right, let's keep going. There's a Canva class that Greg is doing and Agent Marketing Desk is doing on June 17th at 2 o'clock. It is right here at KW Southwest, and it's how to personalize your Canva templates. I would not miss this. All right, I would not miss how to get into Canva and how to start becoming a bit of an expert in navigating Canva. So this is a great session for you to be at. Again, June 17th at 2 o'clock, and there's a reason why, because I'm going to segue into, and if you guys were under a rock and missed the announcement, on Tuesday, KW and Canva have now officially partnered together. And now KW Designs will be powered by Canva in Q3. Yeah. All right? So again, we're teaming up with the world's largest design platform. And just for full transparency, because I kind of do have this inside info, back when we started Command, we actually originally approached Canva to integrate with us. But at that time, Canva said no because they were not going to be a part of third-party platforms. And we had to pivot. Now they've decided to change that a little bit. We've been working on this for a while, and it's finally come to fruition. All right, so Canva, which is absolutely amazing, is going to be integrated into the KW Command. Just so you guys get a little bit of an insight on it, here we go. Here's a little bit of the announcement.
Keller Williams and Canva. We're bringing together the best in real estate and design. At Keller Williams, we believe real estate agents should work with best-in-class technology. Together with Canva, we're reimagining real estate marketing.
Our flagship enterprise relationship with Keller Williams brings you the world's best tools to make design and marketing effortless.
Premium KW branded graphics make creating high-impact content faster and easier than ever.
This is not just about templates. We're building a bespoke experience for Keller Williams that gives their market centers and agents way more creativity.
With Canva's design-driven platform, the power of KW Command, and the insight of KW agents, we're providing cutting-edge technology built by agents for agents.
We're building an intuitive Keller Williams experience, making it easier than ever for agents to create beautiful, effective content without switching platforms or missing a beat.
We know design isn't just about how things look, it's about how they work.
With Canva, you're in control of your brand. So whether it's a reel, whether it's a postcard or a listing video, every agent now has the power to stand out with confidence.
We're inspired to work with a company that cares deeply about people. It's part of our culture too.
From the first click
to the final post,
together,
we're making design
and marketing
faster, easier,
and 100%
Keller Williams.
Go. All right, so that's a huge deal, guys. So be excited for it. Yes, Julia. That's a great question. I'm not sure we don't have any details on that yet, on what's going to be and how that's going to navigate. I do know that from this, that they did said integrated single platform. So I believe Canva is going to be a part of KW Designs, Command Designs. All right, so you are not going to, from what it seems like, you're not going to have to navigate to the Canva website. Like it'll be all built in. Our templates will be built into Command. Okay?
I should have dropped my pro account just yet.
No, don't yet. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything yet. Great, awesome. Is our lunch sponsor? Our lunch sponsor here? Come on up, guys. Oh, actually, yeah. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Hi. Good. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
Lunch is in there. Chick-fil-A, I never know what to get for 50 people. So.
No worries. You want to come up
Hope
here?
everybody
Real quick?
likes
That way,
Chick-fil-A.
there's a bunch of people online.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
My name is Joel Pond. I'm with Rain Roofing, and this is Jeremy Williams. I'll start off by saying that I was in the real estate industry for 5 years, and then I went to the insurance industry for 17 years. And some of you guys I may know. Jeremy was in the construction industry for 9 years, something like that. So we work with a lot of realtors, and I'll start off by this. Just by a raise of hands, how many of you have had roofing issues during the option period? So it happens quite frequently. We'll have realtors call us up during the option period. Everybody's hair is on fire. The buyers came in and found roofing issues on the roof, and we'll have to go put together a quote, and then we'll have to. I had a glitch. I don't do much public speaking, so forgive me. But anyway, what we want to do is we want to eliminate the problems completely. So we came up with a process to help this, and we've worked with like Lance Loken, who's Keller Williams up in Northwest
Cyprus, yeah.
Cyprus area. He called us up this last week and said he had some roofing issues, and we helped him out. But I hand out this flyer to you guys. You can see what we do is we go out and inspect roofs before the listing or the contract. And so what that prevents is any roofing issues coming up during the option period. Now, most of the time, there's nothing wrong with the roof. The home inspectors are great. Sometimes they don't notice new products on the roof. There's a lot of different things they don't recognize, and most of the time, it's not an issue at all. So everybody kind of freaks out when the home inspector comes back with a something on the roof report, and halfway to 3/4 of the way through the option period, everybody's kind of like, "Oh, great! Now we have to replace the roof in 2 weeks." So what we do is we would love to make you part of the process, and kind of eliminate the time crunch that you have during the option period. So what we do is we come out, we inspect the roof at no charge, and we provide you, the seller, or the buyer, a complimentary photo inspection roof report that circles anything that needs damaged. A lot of times it's just small stuff, and we'll come out and circle it and repair it pretty quickly, and it's pretty cheap, it's affordable. Sometimes there's a roof replacement if the roof is old, and so we'll come out and we'll do that also. So, but if you guys have any questions, I'd love to answer them. And that's it for me. So
awesome. Well,
yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
You did great. Look at that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Plus, he's got impeccable taste in footwear. So
Thank you. Yeah, the shoes.
yeah. Oh, question.
If there's a hail damage and it's not reported on time, you're late on it, is there something like that? They say like it's not reported on in time, so you cannot do anything on?
Yeah, sometimes we'll have when we do an inspection, we'll find hail damage. And so sometimes the seller will go ahead and file the claim to get that roof replaced before it goes to closing. The constraint to that is that sometimes the insurance company doesn't get back as quickly as you want them to during that period. So it can take a few weeks to a month sometimes. One thing that we can do is we take proceeds out of closing, whether it's deductible or the total payment for the roof or repairs. So we generally do everything about 2 or 3 days before closing to make sure that it is going to close. So nothing's going to fall apart.
Can I add something to that? If you're on the buy side, there's not always a lot that we can do about the timing. But if you're on the sell side, we recommend as soon as you start talking to that seller, have us come out and take a look at the roof. Hopefully it's a month or so before they're actually going to list. If there's a storm claim to be made, an insurance claim to be made, we can go ahead and start that process. We can streamline the process. We can go ahead and send an estimate to the insurance company. So all they have to do is approve it. Then we can install the roof. You get to list a house with a brand new roof. Y'all know how much easier that is to sell than a house with a 15-year-old roof. So that's our recommendation. Get on that early if you're on the sell side.
Yeah. The question is they say the hail damage was done 3 months ago or 4 months ago because they look at the storm report
Yep.
and all those things. It's now you reporting it about 5 months or 6 months old, so they're not gonna support that.
State of Texas, you have 12 months to make an insurance claim, up to 2 years in some cases. So usually you have time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
No, we're taking too much time.
Oh, no, you're good. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And thank you for lunch. Awesome. Tara, you have a announcement, right? You wanted to come talk about some of you in the marketing committee, right? I don't see her. Don't see her. You're flying solo. You got this.
Rui, you want to help me?
Oh, or yeah, there we go.
He walked in just the perfect time. Perfect. Sabina was supposed to hear, but she's not. Okay, so my name is Tara Flores. I am part of the marketing committee, as is Rui.
Yeah.
And so we meet once a month. And when we met this month, we talked about how difficult the market is. And there's some agents that are having a hard time just, with closings and everything like that. So we wanted to do something, give something back to our agents. And so we decided to do a post it and win it agent bill. So what we're going to do for the month of June, it's a promotion for June, is we're going to say whenever you do have a new listing and you want to market it on social media, if you tag Keller Williams Southwest, we will put you into a drawing for an agent bill for July. So we're going to have 3 winners a month. This month is new listings only. So if you have a new listing and you tag Keller Williams Southwest on Facebook or Instagram, you will be put into a drawing for a free agent bill, and there will be 3 winners next month. It's our first month to do it, so give us some grace as we figure it out, but go
So we're
ahead.
each monitoring. She's monitoring the Facebook pages. I'm going to monitor the Instagram page. So the whole idea with this is to kind of get the agents out there doing the actions that we should be doing to hopefully get the business, right? So hopefully by the end of all this, you guys are going to see the transactions. You're going to see the action. You're going to be doing the actions that'll hopefully be getting you more business. And that'll give us more publicity. It gives us an opportunity to kind of share what you guys are doing out there as well. And it gives you potentially a free agent bill.
It's a win-win-win.
Yes. And we're going
So-
to keep doing this for a little while. So hopefully you guys will participate as much as possible, please.
So month of June is new listings.
And we'll figure out something for July going forward.
Yep. All right,
Cool.
that's it.
I love that. That's awesome.
Not the closed one, the public one.
Like you're going to post it publicly and then just tag KW Southwest in it.
Correct.
So they'll see it.
So and it's only 1 per agent. So if you post 3 posts, I'm only going to use 1 ticket into that drawing.
If you're using Instagram, it's at KWSW. If you're using Facebook, you can tag.
You can just
Williams
tag Keller
Southwest.
Williams Southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy.
And it'll show up on our public Facebook page for KW Southwest.
And then as you guys tag us, we'll go ahead and repost them on the public pages as well. So you'll get a little bit more marketing off of that as well.
I love it.
Cool.
I love it. You know,
It's just
new
new
listing
listings
starting now.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting June 1st. Gotcha.
So does KWSW work or does it have to be KW Southwest?
I think it's Keller Williams Southwest.
Yeah.
Keller Williams Southwest.
Keller Williams Southwest, yes. And I have a flyer here. I'll share it in the closed group so you can see exactly what to post. I just made this quickly so we could do it today, so it's not the best flyer, but
Cool.
okay.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, he brought up, I think it's vital, it's important. It's a conversation I've been having a lot recently, and he brought up about, doing things that we should be doing. And a big conversation recently has been about having a marketing plan, especially if you're a listing agent, right? Having a marketing plan. And what's your marketing plan for your listings, right? The reality is for the 5 years, we've had to say, oh, this is our marketing plan, yet how often have we had to implement it, right? I've had asked some people across the country, what's your marketing plan and where is it? And they're like, oh, it's right here. I'm like, well, then it doesn't exist. Like, where is it? And this is part of the push, right? So this is good. So think about that as listing agents. What's your marketing plan? And have it in writing, have it down. Okay, cool. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Oh, there's some cool pictures. All right. A big conversation that we have, and again, we apologize. You guys didn't get an email or a text regarding team meeting today, so you have no idea what it was about. And naturally, that's why you guys are all here, right? Because you had no clue. If I told you what we were going to talk about, I'd be like 4 of you here. No, often we talk about it's that endless debate, right? It's what are we searching for? It's either time or money, right? It's either time or money, and most of the time we want the money so we can buy more time, right? So a great quote is time is what we want most, right? But what we use worst. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. And there's 2 ways we can measure that, and that's clock time and event time, right? Clock time, event time. So the question is, are you living in clock time or are you living on event time? A great example of this, right, is in travel. There's 2 distinct types of travelers, right? You have your schedulers. You're going to plan hour to hour, right? We're going to get up at 8 o'clock. We're going to have breakfast at 9 o'clock. We're out the door. We're going to go to this sightseeing thing, and then we're going to do that. And we're going to have lunch at 12:30, and then we're going to have this, and then we're going to get in one more visit before we go to bed, right? That is your hour to hour, right? And then you have your savorers, right? Your saver travelers are the ones that are going from experience to experience, right? While schedulers, they fall under the FOMO category, right? Their fear of missing out. So they schedule everything so they can get everything in, right? Or you have your savorers that what they're doing is they're building memories, right? The cool thing is that this can be also applied to how we work, okay? So these patterns also show up in our work ethic. right? Some of us live by the clock, which would be clock time, right? And others focus on completion and flow, which would be event time, right? So clock time is the same as it's fixed and it's external, right? Where the great example would be, I have a great example here, hold on. A great example would be, do I lead generate from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., right? Or do I lead generate for the moment I get in the office until I've connected with 10 prospects? Well, it just depends on the type of person you are and what you're, right? Yeah, that's you. I get it. That's awesome, right? So how do you decide? How do you decide? Well, the most people that can achieve this, they actually toggle between the two, right? And here's a great example of best practices on one or the other. Like, right, clock times are great for meetings with multiple people, right? Appointments with clients, right? Time-sensitive projects that have hard deadlines, right? Financial markets and trading, because that's actually on a clock. There's an opening time, there's an opening bell and a closing bell, right? Transportations and logistics, because that has to go on a schedule, right? Or routine maintenance and recurring tasks. Now, as far as event times, we're talking about creative work and craftsmanship, right? Problem solving and being strategic, right? Relationship building, projects, complex projects. Best ones is mental or personal reflections. And most importantly, family and social time, right? That's about building memories and not necessarily on a clock. All right? So the cool thing is that sometimes you count hours and sometimes you make hours count. So which one is most important at what you're trying to accomplish? Right? So clock time gets things started, events get things done. So your calendar runs on a clock time and your breakthrough often live in event time. So the question to ponder is, are you measuring your productivity in hours? Or are you measuring your productivity in outcomes? I'd like to open that up. Give me some of your enlightening experiences regarding how you manage your time, whether it's in hours or in outcomes. Yes, Liska. Oh, let's pass this around.
I measure definitely by outcome. It depends on what I'm doing and how long it takes me to do. So what's the outcome of the time?
Okay, give me an example.
So even like getting a listing together, like, how much time I'm having to spend with my client to get the house prepped, because I'm in depth in that. I mean, I spend a lot of time in that. So sometimes I feel like I'm spending way too much time. However, if the listing gets sold pretty quickly, then the outcome of the time that I spent is really worth my amount of effort. I guess that's an example.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I love it. All right, anybody else? Yes.
Yeah.
I like doing clock time, like with my database. I have so many of them anyway, so I just take 100 at a time.
Okay.
And I was surprised when some of my friends sent me emails saying they got my email, and I was even surprised. So that was kind of helpful for me.
Okay, so you time block from a certain time to a certain time.
On a particular number, let's say 100 within the time.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'll argue with you that that's event time technically, because you were trying to get through 100 contacts, right? Yeah, I love it though. Okay, who else? Come on. All right, Wendy. Okay, and then I'll come to Sharon. Perfect. Now, look at these. Now we're gonna hear some. All right, let's go.
Now, aren't we great? Okay, so mine is outcome. I definitely, the more work that I produce, and I'm one of those where I have to dig for the work and I find the work and I create the work. So it's the outcome. I'm definitely outcome, but I have to create it. So the more I sit there and I create work, and I'm not just doing busy work, but I'm actually doing productive work, it will come. But I am so OCD, I cannot do the clock. I've tried.
Okay.
I mean, I'm getting better at it 11 years later, but I'm still not there. But I like the outcome.
Why do you think that is?
My personality, because I'm all over the place. I feel that I have a drive for certain things. I did clerical and admin for so long, and I ran a business for 20 years and then a real estate business for 11. And I like the passion of being outside and talking to people versus doing the admin part. And so to do the clock or the hours, I find that doing the work and producing it and knocking on doors and talking to people everywhere, I get the outcome faster.
Okay.
That's just how I work.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Miss Sharon, what you got?
Well, I guess the clock time would play a part of my cold calling.
Okay.
Okay, so you set up your times and clock time, and
Uh-huh.
but the breakthrough would be how many people I talk to, I
Mhm.
guess.
Sure.
And then the event would be if I receive a listing or a buyer.
Right, right. Now,
Is that what I'm hearing?
hearing, yeah. So the question for you is when you're doing your cold calling, are you focusing on okay, I'm going to cold call from 9 till 11, or you're like, I'm going to cold call until I have 10 conversations?
I cold call till I have 20 conversations.
Oh, there you go. That's event type.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're results driven based on how many conversations you have. I love that, right? So the real question is that when it comes to your lead generation, how are you showing up? Oh wait, most of you don't. I'm just kidding. Right? Oh goodness. Oh, here, hold on.
It's okay to say that you're going to do this, but everybody has the same problem, except Tara. But everyone has the same problem about making the calls, and they take a long time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sometimes getting one call a day can be hard, but you have to be disciplined. I mean, I learned that in my election, where lead generation really means.
Okay.
Okay. So my thought was, so what? I can't get through 20 calls. That's okay. But in elections, if you don't make 100 calls, you're already behind in a
Uh-huh.
day. So you have to keep calling until people answer their phone. If they don't answer the phone, you have to text them. If you don't text them, you have to email them. If you don't email them, you got to try to catch them on Facebook. That's lead generating, which
Mhm.
I don't think I really understood it until I ran for election.
Oh, it's enlightening.
It was enlightening, yes. But it's funny what happens when you do try to get in touch with them. They do actually call back.
Yeah.
They go, what do you want? Because you call 3 times, they're like, oh, what's happening? So you can't really expect everyone to catch you on Facebook or everyone to catch you on text message, or not everyone is using all those medias.
Right.
So you have to figure out which one of those work for you. And then once you find out, then the people you're calling are never going to answer the phone.
Mhm.
Try Facebook messengering them. They answer that,
Yeah.
but they might not answer their phone. So I'm learning that I haven't really done much at all
Mhm.
so far.
So from what you've learned in this in this journey of yours through politics, right? Or this running for your campaign, how is it any different than real estate?
Really not different at all. It's not different at all. You just have to figure out who your people are, and you have to feed into them, and you have to figure out where they want you to come from. Text message, email. Do they want you to come to? Some people would like it when you go to their door.
Yeah.
And some neighborhoods love you to come to the door. Some neighborhoods do not open the door. So it's good to, you don't know it until, I was always scared of Greatwood, thinking, oh, Greatwood is Greatwood. But man, everyone there opens their door. They even let you in, and they're so friendly over there. They're so friendly. There are a lot of friendly people in Greatwood. And I was like, wow, I don't think I would have known that, because in my neighborhood, nobody opens their door. So I thought Greatwood would be just like that, but no, that's not true. So yeah, lead generating is really a difficult task to learn, but once you learn it, I'm hoping my business changes, because I never thought of it that way. When people say, have you made your calls? I'm like, why? Well, I'm gonna make my calls. But calls isn't maybe not my thing, but other things, and maybe it's not even the thing of people that I call, but I have to go through my database and figure out each one of my people, how they want me. Do they want a Popeye? Some people don't care for the Popeye. Do they want me to call them? Do they want me to send them a card? I now need to go through my database to figure out where they want me, how they want me to communicate with them,
Yeah, their preferred method.
their preferred way. So all these, I've done a lot of Popeyes. I mean, some people never even say anything about them. Some people say, oh, I got your Popeye. So I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
And that, I think that will change my business.
Absolutely. 100%. I love that. I love that. And the reality is, right, we talk about you should be connecting with your people at least 40 times a year, right? And yet that's not 40 times a year in one way, right? We talk, and then everybody talks about like, or the fear is that we're going to be nagging them or bothering them. It will be if it's in one method of communication, but if you're diversifying your communication, it's all about exactly what Sapna just talked about, right? Is their
Well,
preferred method.
Okay, cold calling, most people, they don't like doing it because it's boring. And yes, it is boring. At the end, the results behind it is very well rewarding. You just have to stick with it and eventually it pays off. And most people don't want to do that because as humans, we want to see results right away.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't see those results right away, we feel like we're not doing anything. But with cold calling, it's, it's not just about picking up the phone and talking to people. It's also about what time of day you're calling them and in what area of town and how, like what Sapna is saying, some neighborhoods are stay at home.
Yeah.
Some neighborhoods, they're
Yep.
working. So you have to determine what part of cold calling you're going to do in certain neighborhoods to be able to generate the leads that you want. And that's what a lot of people don't think about when they do cold calling. They just say, oh, I'm going to go cold call, but you got to know where you're cold calling at and who you're cold calling to.
That's a big aha. That's awesome. And develop some thick skin, right?
Yes, because it does take a lot of thick skin. People do hang up on you, and then you have some. I mean, it's just all about once you do it, it's about turning it around, turning the person around and turning and talking to them a different way. And most people just think that, oh, they get scared, they hang up the phone and that's it. But, when they ask you rude questions, they come at you rudely, you come back with them positive. Give them
I
a
like it.
positive outlook on things.
Awesome.
And most of the time that turns them around because they go, oh, and then they don't say nothing, then they come back and talk to you.
I love it.
So it's just a matter of, the more you do, the more practice you are at it, the better you get at it.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, don't count it out because you'll be most surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a client that I cold called and I sold 9 properties to him and his wife. And I was just calling them to say, and the only thing I said to her was, hi, how are you doing? She said, fine. I said, you ever thought about selling your house? She said, I never did. I said, how about just give me a second and let me come on and talk to you and let's talk about this. And I did, and I sat and talked to her. I sold her house. Then she saw me at Lupe Tortilla and she was engaged. And then she talked to me, introduced me to her fiance. And then I sold 2 of his houses. And then they built 5 houses. Then I turned around and sold
Yeah.
houses too.
So that is
So it's just one connection can take you a long way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize it. Only just that one. Have you thought about selling your house or have you thought about doing any real estate? It don't have to be something way out. You don't have to come in there and feel like, most of the time it's just generating a conversation with someone.
Yeah. Now, since this is a time conversation, just close out on what kind of approximate time commitment is it to start seeing success in cold calling?
Well, it just depends on, like I say, the neighborhood, okay?
Okay.
You have to make sure you know what neighborhood you're going to go to. I mean, you may go to a neighborhood where people work for a living. So if they work for a living, then you have to say what time of day you need to call them, or you may go to a neighborhood like Sienna and Riverstone and territory where people are at home.
Yeah.
So you're going to generate calls through them. So most of the time when I cold call, I pretty much get in. If I dial or talk to at least 100 people, I'm generating at least 6 leads, and that's people that I am dripping to
Yeah.
or keeping in touch with. So it just depends on where you go get it at.
Okay. I love it. Roughly 6%. I love it. It's awesome. Thank you, Sharon.
Welcome.
All right. Who else? Anybody online? That's how I heard somebody unmute. No? Who else? Come on. No? Tanya? Linda? Yes. See, I knew it. Yes.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I
Morning.
had my hand up. I was gonna say everyone gave such great nuggets and input in pretty much everything. I was gonna say the same when I originally raised my hand. Only thing I wanted to close out with saying that whatever you do, don't overthink it and don't have any anxiety over it, because then you're not going to enjoy it. You know, it's going to just be like so daunting. So what I've learned to do, because I used to always say, oh, I have to get these 20 calls in today. I got to do it. I got to do it. And I would just be so overwhelmed with it that sometimes I wouldn't even enjoy it. So I just try to make sure that I do what works. Every day is not going to be the same. You know, some days I may start off with only 5 calls a day, you know, because I'm taking time with that person though. You know, those care calls too lead into business. So you have to, you know, and make sure you enjoy it. Don't overwhelm yourself that you have to feel that you have to do this and you don't enjoy it, because then you're not going to enjoy your business.
Yes. Love it. That's awesome. Appreciate it, Cleisha. Go for
And
it.
I would have to say, just you can mix it up, consistency, but say if you're going to DM 5 people every day on Facebook or Instagram and get responses back, you might go out, say you're going to meet 5 people and get their contact information, but your goal is 20 people. So whether you call 5, DM 5, go out, meet 5, you know, just be consistent every day, and you're going to start seeing the traction of you commenting on people's Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, and posting, and then meeting 5 people. And then if you want to cold call or you're doing FISBOs, you say you're going to talk to 5 FISBOs or 5 expireds, but mix it up, be consistent, and you'll see the results. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. Thank you, Tanya. All right. So the big question is, right, when we talk about time or outcome, is which one's the right answer? Which one's the right answer? There is no right answer, right? That's why in the one thing we talk about time blocking a lot, right? Because time blocking can be advantageous in having time to then generate outcomes. So it just depends on what the task is. So that's why this conversation was a big piece of event time or clock time was a big piece when they were writing the one thing. And so just to close it out, understand that when each day begins, we have a choice. All right. And that is either ask yourself, what shall I do? Or what should I do? And there's a slight difference, right? Because whatever you shall do will always get you somewhere. But what you should do will get you where you must go. All right. So purpose without priority is powerless. So embrace that. Okay. And be intentional about whether it's lead generating or run your business, whether you're going to utilize event time or clock time. Okay? And just be purposeful about it. Just don't waste time. That's all. Cool. Hope you all enjoyed it. Where's our partners? Yeah, let's go.
Good morning, everyone.
How's it going, Dale?
Good, good. Thank you. Want to talk a little bit about rates. Anybody know what rates you're doing currently on mortgages? Where? 6.2.
I thought they went up a little.
No,
Am I wrong?
no. I don't know where you're reading. If you go online, you're always going to find a rate that's better somewhere than what current rates are. You've really got to look at the details. You know, we get constantly asked. I've got agents who've been in the business for 30 years. Hey, what are your rates today? What criteria dictates a person's rates?
Credit score.
Credit score?
Yeah.
DTI? Keep going.
Are there any medical bills?
Loan
Late
type.
payment.
You guys know that FHA loans right now are less expensive rate-wise than conventional. So loan type is going to dictate that. Loan amount, right? Percentage of money that they're putting down. Did you know that a loan with 20% down avoids mortgage insurance? Is that correct? Okay, but did you know that when mortgage insurance falls off of the loan, because it's protection for the lender, The lender bumps the rate a tiny bit. So to have 15% down with a little bit of mortgage insurance, your interest rate could potentially be better. The lenders like the mortgage insurance. It protects them in case of default. When they put 20% down, obviously they don't have mortgage insurance, and so it's a riskier loan. Loan amount, loan type, loan program, percentage of debt. Sometimes when the debt is high, it is going to indicate that they're going to have a higher interest rate. Get with a loan officer right now. With affordability being incredibly important to your buyers, they've got to know exactly what their payments are. We're here to help. Thank you all.
Thank you, Deb. Go, Riley.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, Brandon, I love the enthusiasm. Well, I have my voice back, so that's super exciting. If y'all don't know me, my name is Riley Nelson. I'm with Fidelity National Title. I am a business development manager. So, if you guys need any help with marketing, any training, I'm more than happy to sit down with you and show you the ropes. And yeah, send me your next contract. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Riley. Appreciate it. You want to go to her?
Way over here. Well, good morning. Again, I am Deborah McGuire with Orbit Title, and I just have two brief announcements. I wanted to thank all of you guys for your donations to Neary's Promise. We have donated, or we have collected over $500 for Neary's new signs, and they're beautiful. I don't have them digitally, but I have some here printed out if you'd like to take a look. We are 1/3 of the way. So positive spend. So I would love if we could completely take that burden off Neary's shoulders. So I'm asking you guys for that help. And then my last announcement is I do have an AI course taking place here in this building or this office space. So you guys don't even have to leave. It'll be Wednesday before the sales meeting or the team meeting on June 18th. I had it written down from 9 to 11 a.m. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible. It's going to be taught by Kyle Thomas, who's excellent. He's a former Google employee, so he has a lot of knowledge, and he's going to take his AI knowledge that he's going to share with you and connect it to social media. So I hope you guys can make that. And that is it. And I hope you guys have a great week.
Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Dang, that was quick in those shoes. Dang.
A funny story, you should have seen me sprinting at my new gym the other day. It was not pretty. So I did that in heels, by the way. My name's Christina. I work for Majestic Title. Reminder, right after our team meeting, we're doing the vacant land class. That is the #1 form of fraud that we're seeing in title insurance today is vacant land. So if you want to hang out with me, we are going to go over red flags and what to do prior to taking those listings. Today, though, I can always tell when y'all have had some conversations in this office about anything related to title because I get the phone calls. So this week, I wanted to cover foreclosures because people have been calling and asking the best way to get your hands on one. These are just some good tips to keep in mind. Who in here likes to gamble? When you win, right? Okay, well, foreclosure is kind of like gambling. There is a right of redemption. So I know everyone loves a good redemption story, but if you're an investor buying a foreclosure property at the courthouse steps, you don't want your seller to come back and redeem that property. So in the state of Texas, there are 3 reasons that you can be foreclosed on, or a person can be foreclosed on: due to non-payment of your mortgage, due to non-payment of your taxes, or HOA. Mortgage foreclosures, there is no right of redemption. So if you don't pay your mortgage, you do not keep your house. So if you're going to the foreclosure steps and you want to look at purchasing a property, you can send me those addresses, because if it is a mortgage foreclosure, then you are free and clear as long as you get that. The person who lost their house cannot come and redeem their property. Tax lien foreclosures, depending upon how the property is categorized, whether it's homestead or non-homestead, the right of redemption will be 180 days for a non-homestead property or up to 2 years for a homesteaded property. So that means if you're going and purchasing a foreclosure and the person comes back and pays their taxes, and the amount of money that was actually put up for the property at the foreclosure, then they can potentially get their house back. For HOA foreclosures, it's 180 days from the day that you were foreclosed on. HOAs can foreclose on properties due to non-payment or too many, what are they called? Violations, like having a ding in your garage, because we just paid that violation. Don't ask me who hit our garage, because it was not me. So violations or non-payment. If you'll have any questions on that, always give me a call. Like I said, if you are planning on going to the courthouse steps or you have an investor client that you are working with, you can send us those addresses and we'll just do a quick check to see what's going on. The last key takeaway I want to leave you with, though, is that when purchasing foreclosures, title insurance is not involved. A lot of title companies are hesitant to provide title insurance because of these redemption rights. So most of us will not actually offer title insurance for 4 years. So if you're purchasing a property, rehabbing it, and then reselling it, you're not going to get title insurance on it. So that's also just a little nugget. Anyway, thanks, guys. Oh, you're short. Here you go.
Yeah. Didn't wear my heels today. Hello, everyone. Josh Gazowski, one half of the His and Hers Home Warranty team, proudly representing Fidelity National Home Warranty. My beautiful bride, Sharon, is off for 2 weeks. Her sister is visiting from Abu Dhabi. This is her very first time meeting our oldest son, who's 20 years old, and our youngest, who's 11. So if you want to follow that journey, follow us on social media. I'll be posting on Facebook and Instagram. Just a quick reminder, home warranty, I feel we should see an increase in real estate transactions here in the Houston area. A lot of contracts still aren't including home warranty. I've never been a realtor, but I can't wrap my head around why that would be, since the average home in the Houston area is about 30 years old. If you are not sold on home warranty, or if you've kind of gotten away from home warranty, let's have a side conversation. Friendly reminder, we can assist with not only resale, but we also have amazing top tier listing coverage and coverage for new construction homes. Now, where I'm trying to just get fidelity on contracts in general, I want to share like a home warranty in general, really, is that we have 25 optional upgrades because not every house is the same. And since we have the roofing sponsor, I wanted to share my professional opinion with home warranty, as roofing should not be considered normally. We do offer it. Fidelity is at the top because the very first thing in the back of our contract states that weather is covered, but 9 out of 10 home warranty companies, the very first thing excluded on roofing coverage is weather. But if you're ever considering roof coverage and you want to have a conversation on why I feel that way I do, because we don't want to rack up the sales. I want to be honest with you. Roof coverage with home warranty is very, very limited. And your clients, if roof is a concern, most likely they should be looking at their homeowner's insurance and not really looking at home warranty to assist with that. Got the listing competition going on. I went and checked before I came up here. I know it's hot outside, but so you have some savages in this brokerage, because I dropped off an army of door hangers and they are all gone. So I'm going to replenish those door hangers. Those are great to get new leads. I know it's a part of your competition. And if you're trying to grow on social media, I want to throw out there, we'll grow there with you too. You're looking for some content, so home warranty, title, whoever you want, feel free to let me know. I'd be more than glad to knock out a video with you. Before your clients get their house key, connect them with Josh and Sharon Gazowski. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, a little teaser before we wrap it up. Next week, we will have a special guest, top producing agent in the Houston area, Raquel Bell, that's going to be joining us. So she will be sharing her powerful story along with her journey on how she grew her social media organically to almost now 30,000 followers, I believe. So fantastic team meeting. So please join us. And then the following week, we are going to start our summer journey at Builders Model Homes. And a little surprise, we are going to have a complimentary lifestyle photo shoot at each team meeting. So join us, create some content, and we will see you next week. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you again to our fabulous sponsors. Appreciate it. DJ Norman, take it away.
Yes, I have a question online.
He spoke about content. Is there somewhere that we can grab some content to post on our social media?
Yeah, there's
Would that be in Command or?
Yeah, so there's a couple of places you can go for content. There is some things on Command in the campaign section. There are videos and posts that you can do. Designs, you can create your own posts as well from the design templates. And then don't forget that every week to 2 weeks, Agent Marketing Desk sends out content for you to share. So that should show up in your inbox. Okay, every week to 2 weeks, and then you will always get content that surrounds our events as well. What I do recommend though is you have a consultation with Greg St. Ford, and he can help you with some of the content creation or giving you some ideas.
Okay, thank you.